Women have a lot more, way more options than men.
Do you think men should withhold attention and resources when they're unhappy with women?
They can, but just to let you know, she'll find that attention somewhere else.
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not today.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Devin Lay, watching the Cultureisviral channel, Culture is Trendy channel. Whatever you see, that's the one it is. Hey, we're finna watch It's Complicated, Forced to Simp, the modern rules of dating. Let's see what happens.
Believe it or not, whatever race, whatever religion you are, you need sex. You want sex. That's gonna make you happy.
Men are weak at the end of the day, so it's really all up to them. So, what do you want? You wanna be celibate, or you're gonna have to cave in at some point to what we want?
Women have a lot more, way more options than men.
Do you think men should withhold attention and resources when they're unhappy with women?
They can, but just to let you know, she'll find that attention somewhere else.
Do you believe that sex is a need or a want?
It's a want. It's a need.
I would say it's definitely a want. You don't have to have it to survive.
Like, that's biologically, like, explained. Like, we came from animals, and that's what they do. To recreate themselves, so that's a need.
Sex is a need in a different way. First of all, sex is a need in order to populate the earth, and that is what we are here on this earth to do. So it is a need in that way. However, men's desires are not a need.
Is it more of a need or a want for men or for women?
You just
I would
brought up
say,
men.
honestly, I think it's about equal. I mean, they peak at different times, right? So men in their 20s, they need it more. They want it more. Women in their 40s.
Even if it was just an urge, why are men often shamed for wanting it when it's biology?
Ooh, I don't know.
What if we shame women for having periods?
Then you're horrible. That's rude. That's like a normal thing. Like,
I mean, isn't it equally a normal thing for men to want sex?
no,
Why not?
I don't know.
If sex wasn't a need for men, why would
still
men invest
hormonal.
so much time, effort, and money and risk so much liability in order to get it?
I mean, because it's a need. It says it right there.
What else do men invest that much time and effort into?
Literally nothing.
What else do men invest that much time and effort into?
Money.
Money to impress women?
Yeah.
You don't get women to get more money, so it don't go both ways.
At a luxury price.
There is a market. Like, there was a need. Like, when you see that there is a need, there is a market, and they need that.
So it sells. Sex sells.
Exactly.
So when it comes to the current dating market, would you agree that women have more options now than ever, while men have more competition now than ever?
I think it's the other way around.
If women do have more options than ever, that does mean men have competitions already.
Well, women want the top 1% of the 1%, and they think that it's just everywhere.
That usually, got money, power, stuff like that. Got the more options to choose any girl they want, because women come along with respect and success. So for an average man to find a good woman, he sometimes has to settle for women that are gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. Cause
for average man to find a good woman, he's gonna have to settle for a not good woman.
for an average man to find a good woman, he sometimes has to settle for women that are gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, cause they're not maybe the alpha.
So is it fair to impose these delusional rich alpha male standards upon all men and shame those who don't conform?
I feel like you should try your hardest to be you and be the best you can be, but not for women.
You gotta have game, but you can't be, like, too thirsty.
Why are men shamed for being thirsty when women created the drought?
It's crazy. That's
We didn't create a drought.
Don't women decide who gets sex?
I mean, I guess you could kind of argue that. You could say that.
Are men more thirsty for sex, or are women more thirsty for attention?
I think men, cause y'all pay for like OnlyFans and shit like that.
Need it more than women do.
Are women more prone to teasing or pleasing men?
I'd say
Neither.
teasing. There's a lot of thirst traps online, nowadays.
Like, all a woman gotta do is go on, like, Instagram, Twitter, social media, period, and just post some fire-ass pictures, and then they gonna have all kind of dudes all in their inbox. Like, you have a female shaking her ass, and then have like 1,000 dudes like watching that video, and out of those 1,000 dudes, I'm pretty sure at least half of them probably like in her inbox.
Why are men shamed for being thirsty when men are typically the ones expected to pursue women?
That's a really, damn. If we're expected to pursue, why are we being ashamed for the pursuit?
Because men are the ones who sit here and do things that are very disgusting to women as far as getting rejected. They will tell you that you're beautiful one moment, and then they will bash you, and they will do certain things just because they think you're beautiful. They also believe that what you're wearing justifies who you are. They are
If I see you and you look like a police officer, I'm gonna be like, hey officer, can you help me? I'm getting robbed. And if you're like, why are you calling me an officer? It's like, well, because you're wearing the uniform of a police officer.
capable of emotion and understanding emotion. They think logically and they think physically. So because it's not coinciding with what their beliefs are, they get angry and they get aggressive.
Do you think you'll ever make it to the top 5%? And if so, how long do you think it will take?
No.
Damn.
No either, but who knows? Maybe we can go up to top 15 or 10. I'm not 6 foot, so I can't be in the top 10%.
It would be nice, but reality is I probably won't reach it. I mean, having
See, I
money,
don't know if it's that men have low self-esteem or the women have really high self-esteem.
pretty good value to have, right?
So how is telling men that they need to become high value not just shaming all the average men who can't make it to the top 5%?
Jeez.
I think any man can make it to success, but not stereotypical top 5%.
I think that's been popularized by media a lot. I think like if you're not a good-looking man that owns a fucking tower in Manhattan or something, you're not gonna get the prettiest woman on the block, right?
He just compared owning an entire tower in one of the richest, most successful men that owns a tower to being pretty. Like, do you see like how those like the way people talk about them as if those are equal?
If sex wasn't a need, wouldn't men boycott these women rather than be forced to simp for them?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then,
You probably wouldn't want to deal with a lot of us.
so then isn't that men are simping because they're forced to?
You said they're forced to?
Yeah.
No, I just think a lot of guys are thirsty.
We typically want a woman for sex, in all honesty, you know. But I mean, if we didn't want sex or if sex wasn't an option, then yeah, we wouldn't really be doing the things we do for a woman.
Said it.
Why will women often withhold sex when men have a stronger biological need for sex than women?
Control. Kind of power.
Hey,
Because women want to see if that's all that a guy is looking for.
you realize those both meant the same thing, right? And then her way was like saying the cute way of I want to control the situation to see the outcomes.
Because women want to see if that's all that a guy is looking for.
Should men withhold attention and resources when men are unhappy with women?
No, that'd be fucked up.
Didn't
Whoa,
women set
that's
terms that
crazy.
They needed to be served and put on a pedestal, which created simping in the first place?
Absolutely. They were watching the talk shows and they give them all this BS and they buy into it. It's exactly what they want to hear.
If sex wasn't a need for men, how would women as a standard manipulate men through sex?
That's a good question. I don't know what they would do because men, more and more of my friends want nothing to do with women anymore.
Gee.
Why are men expected to bring more to the table than they ever have in order to please women who bring less to the table than they ever have?
Isn't that chivalry?
Old school mindset, like, oh, like the man got to do this, the man got to protect the house, the man should be the provider, woo woo. But it's like we're not living in those times. Like your feet work, your hands work. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can get money just like we get money. Let's both get a bag. You feel me?
Women bring more to the table now, and I think that because women have had less standards for men, they have known that, you know what? Like, men are not going to do it. We're going to do it for ourselves. And that has made men lazy. And men have actually survived off women nowadays. So that is definitely a false statement. Men should work harder because they are stronger. They are faster. They have more abilities than we do. They need to do more.
I could not disagree more. Women would date in high school and college with men who are also in high school and college. But they want those same men who they literally go to school with somehow provide extra. Yeah, we both go to the exact same school, making the exact same $0. But I need you to be driving me around places. I need you to pay for dinner. I need you to take me out. I need you to, buy me a bag. I need you to fix my stuff. I need you to do all these things, but we go to the exact same school, making the exact same amount of money, which is zero. Like, I don't know, that just seems weird, but I think men should, work hard and, strive to be better. I just think it's unrealistic, and I think it's disingenuous to say
women are making a little bit more than men nowadays, so that's why we have to step our game up and really provide and bring more to the table.
True.
If we
Y'all know that's not true, right? How does the wage gap exist? How does the wage gap exist? Simultaneously, men are making less than women. You gotta think.
If we accept that women are living life on easy mode, why are we not trying to change that rather than tell men to step their game up to appease these toxic women?
I feel like it's a question of perspective. I think whatever the provider of the house does should be appreciated, and that's all the payment that they need.
I'd say women are relatively more social creatures in general, and men are more competitive in nature. So that probably makes it easier that men trying to step to the game rather than changing how the society works.
Many women today say they don't need a man; they want a man. They don't need a man to provide for her material needs.
Toxic.
Yet men still
If you
need
say
a
that,
woman
you're
to
toxic.
fulfill his sexual needs. Shouldn't men also have the option to say they don't need a woman?
Every woman who says, I don't need a man, is toxic. Why would you even say that to somebody? Like, that's super disrespectful. It shows the lack of respect, and it shows that they don't really give a fuck, to be honest.
His sexual needs. Shouldn't men also have the option to say they don't need a woman, they want a woman, so that both sexes can be on a level playing field?
I want a woman, I don't need a woman because I can do all the things by myself. I can spend my own money by myself. I make my own money by myself. I can honestly please myself. But I want a woman for those extra things, of course, physical things, and an affection, that I can't give myself. Nowadays, I feel like most women don't need a man because they can do all these things themselves, even also pleasing themselves. They feel like they can do things by using a toy or whatnot that cause them to detach themselves from needing a man.
Sounds real personal.
In all honesty, I think we do need each other.
What, back in the day, women really had to keep themselves together, to really appeal, to be able to attract a man, and in a way they felt like it was oppressing them, keeping them down, like they were subservient to a man. And in today's day and age, the roles are kind of reversed, and it's not balanced. It's not right. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair. We are all given lemons,
The
and we're all
editing.
given a lot of things. We have to deal with what we have. At the end of the day, men can sit here and cry and say that, hey, I don't have this, and we need this, we need that. But you know what? Step up, be the man that a woman needs.
Bro, I didn't even notice. She has a huge ass neck tattoo right here. This is what I mean, dude. Probably the reason that I would dislike dating in my own race. She just lied ad nauseum multiple times. You can probably Google it and just say, oh, the thing she said is not true. Google, type in words, right? Also, she has big ass red wig. She's probably bald under the wig. Not even bullshit. A lot of girls who do it, they're just bald under it. Full face of makeup, eyebrows, eyelashes, earrings, fake nails, fake hair, multiple piercings, braces, fat ass neck tattoo, all of that. And guess what it's for? Attention. Find God. How about that? Find God. Start back at level 1 because you went on way too many side quests and you have done nothing the main mission needed you to do. And so you've been fumbling the bag ever since you started the game. Block her, never talk to her again, delete her number. Because people like that can't be saved and they only hurt further conversations. They can't be told anything. So even when he earlier said something, he's recording a YouTube video. He's very professional, has a fat ass camera in front of her face, and he has a professional channel where he's giving her a stat and telling her factual things. She's like, well, no, that's just wrong.
Step up, be the man that a woman needs, and find someone that suits your needs, and that's it.
men have a higher sex drive, and I hear it a lot that women say, I don't need a man, but I'd like to have a man, and I tell them to go down to the pound and get a puppy.
Thank you.
X.
You're welcome.
Buy a dog and die alone.
Yeah, exactly. Buy a dog and die an old lady all by yourself.
Damn. It's complicated. I like it. Great video. Hilarious. Good content. Y'all so much y'all think about this topic because I feel like it's so entrenched in the culture now. So everybody talks about dating and relationships. Let me know if y'all want to see more. Is this interesting? Is it entertaining? Do y'all like my points of view? Right? Or do you want me to shut up more? Because I'm not talking right and I need to learn something. Right? So y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. Daily bangers, daily shorts, and constant videos for you guys to get some good content.
Because they're not maybe the alpha